Thank you guys so much for the support of the last couple days. You guys are helping me literally live my dream of becoming a content creator. And if you subscribe on this very video, we could hit 5K, which would be a huge goal. So thank you. But let's talk about GENG. See, they were a team that was very, very, very strong last year. Almost won Madrid, did win Shanghai, and was the consensus pick to win champions. However, after they didn't win champions, a huge part of their roster departed. Lakia, after going 9-30, I believe he hasn't returned to pro play in any form. Munchkin left and rejoined, and Meteor left. So, what's the issue? They didn't qualify to an international event for after kickoff, but I'm making this video because they lost to Boom Esports. And if you don't know who they are, it's probably for a good reason. They were an Ascension team that didn't even win Ascension, coming in second place in what was a thrilling match, but because of Bleed shenanigans, they've been able to get into Tier 1 play. So, let's take a look at why they're losing to teams like this. Is it the rookies? As you can see, Ash and Suggest are the new players on the roster. Is it texture? Has he fallen off? Or is it something else entirely? First, let's take a look at this bonus round, because this is very puzzling. First of all, you have a 3-1-3 here. Karen is going to die if they just hard rush the site. As you can see here, they have the Phoenix comp. My take on it is Phoenix just isn't very good. He's not in Tier 1 pro play. But what confused me the most is on B site. See, this Cypher Cam gets used after everyone's running back over to A. Then, once it's broken, they back up, and you think, okay, they're going to wait. They know the KJ is probably a lurker, because he's the only person the Cypher Cam saw. They're probably going A. They reinforced A. Good. But then they make a really puzzling choice here, which is, hey, Texture, please save us. Please? There's a tail drone here that gets broken, and then Textures goes into a 1v1 aim duel. You have a tail right there. Right there. They drone for information, it gets broken, and then the call is literally, head Texture, please go kill them. If only Tail had any supporting utility at all to help in this duel, but instead Tail was forced to just sit there and watch as his friend dies. Then KJ realizes, okay, we're up numbers. I'm going to take this space, and we're going to go call a rotate back over. Again, just I don't get what the point is of doing that 1v1 there on defense. I really don't. You know that he has a Vandal, which, you know, at least the good part is you didn't try and take that 1v1 when you were at a gun advantage, like overall. You were, but at least it wasn't Sheriff versus Vandal, right? Because then if he gets that Vandal, there's a problem. But that Vandal ends up being recovered now by Boom Esports and their players who rotate back over, and it is just a disaster from here on out. Two players anchoring the sites, that would be Munchkin and Ash. Ash's backside, Munchkin takes this peek, has no idea really that Omen's here, and then 2v4. The rotate, again, they're going through mid. Ash, the world on his shoulders, can't deliver. I'm harped on this already, but I do not get the decision to take this fight at B main. It just does not make sense 20 seconds in to take a fight when you're on defense like that. On attack, yeah, definitely take a fight like that, but not on defense. I really don't get it. It's a 1v1. You have gun advantage overall, and one of the guns ended up being recovered by Boom. They had Sheriffs, and now they have a Vandal because of that play, on top of just losing numbers and not having any supportive utility. It's really mind-boggling to me why you would do something like that. I love this game plan from GENG right now, because instead of having Omen over on A alone, you have the Cypher, and it's a trap play to, if KJ's lurking again, get him. If the whole team's there, at least you've tried. And the reason that I'm not upset about this, in case you're wondering, is because you're on an eco. You have the gun disadvantage. So I'm okay with doing that, because that rifle now can be recovered by any one of these three players. Now, Cypher gets a bit screwed here because he's, put on a 4v1, but overall, you have numbers. He's able to just kind of chill, kill the Phoenix ult. He's having a grand old time. Now rotations have been pulled. I really like that play. But if you'll notice, the two things that have happened in these two rounds that I've looked at is texture hero play attempt, texture hero play. And not necessarily hero, but more set play with texture that actually worked, and then hero play with texture that didn't. Although the support was pretty much the same, but again, there was that flash over on B main. There was support attempted, at least the second time, other than just the drone and dry swing map. Now, GENG look like they're in a bad situation here after this kill by DOS9, excuse me. But 2v2, Ash gets the kill, and then Karen, great kills here, right? Boom, Phoenix dies, and then Nick Slasher, wonderful name, is able to get the kill. Ash sticks a defuse to make it 3-1. GENG still losing, but showing promise. Cypher is running over to reinforce A as the round starts here, and as you can see, just a quick take here to get orb for Phoenix and run away. Phoenix ult, obviously being the orb count that it is, of 6, is pretty impactful. It is one of the only reasons you really can try and justify running Phoenix, because the flash is at the tier 1 level. If you flash around a corner, you're probably swinging, you're probably going to get spammed, right? But the ult is very, very good in pro play and in ranked, so it's one of the better reasons you can justify running him. But another reason is one we're about to see right up here, which is how Boom are able to force GENG off of this angle. I want you to count the mollies used here. Drone gets used, then we have Flash, Teo molly. He gets blinded, he gets Phoenix molly, and if you can see right there, running past your screen is a KJ molly. Munchkin gets triple mollied, and honestly, I can't even be too mad at him here for pushing forward. It is, you know, when you're looking at it in hindsight and I'm, you know, watching the game, not having to do anything, it's actually it's inoptimal to move forward off of this because you're going to be paranoid, but I can't actually fault him because the reaction time it would have taken there is just something you can't blame a guy for. So just gets burned, and then he's like, you know, I don't like getting burned, actually. They do a bit of fighting here. Ash somehow is the one that gets a kill here, and then Texture has to leave. Ash tries to catch timing, can't catch the timing on him, so it's a 2v4 situation. Overall, just really hard from GENG here to kind of retake it, but I love the triple molly execute there from BB, and I mean, look at their comp, right? They have 3 mollies, shock darts. They are going to be able to do stuff like that. It's really fun and really cool to see. Famous, by the way, nice job here. Just cleans it up. Boom, boom. You have that Phoenix ult for another execute. See, I may have knocked Boom for being an Ascension team, but I can't do that anymore because my tier 2 team that I'm a content creator for just got relegated. So make me happy. Go ahead, buy some merchandise, support the newest tier 3 team in Valorant Esports. Code Lions for 20% off all this wonderful merchandise. It's esports merch that looks good, feels good, and won't get you bullied for wearing it outside. So go ahead, check it out. Link should be in the pinned comment. Again, that is code Lions, Lionz. Go ahead and cheer me up. Now, GENG are on an eco round, but Boom Esports Famous, their Phoenix player, is going to die almost instantly here due to some smoke spam. And I really, again, I don't like the Phoenix pick, but I really do like how they implemented it. Meaning how they're trying to feed him ults, how they're trying to base the comp around Phoenix instead of just throwing him in. I do think it's an interesting idea. I just ultimately don't think that it'll work out. However, what also doesn't work out here is this Teo ult. Munchkin is going to be here. He's going to try and fight this. He's going to die any second now as soon as Teo swings him, which he will in a second. In 3, 2, 1, predicted. Now, 4v4 situation, this Teo ult doesn't make sense to me. And what I mean by this is it completely clears out all of sight. Right? So the only place someone can be playing is heaven or hell. The issue with that is you need to execute off of this so that Texture can't just use his W key and move back into the space that was taken by this Teo ult. So because of that, now he has time to reposition. He gets one, pops knives, gets another, makes it a 2v2. Keep in mind this is an eco round from GENG, and Ash is able to get these 2 kills. So now both of the rounds that GENG have won have been ecos, and I just really don't understand why you don't push off that Teo ult there. You might think that that round would give them momentum and they would go on to try and win. They get no. I think that these couple seconds perfectly summarize what happened. Misses the molly, flashes himself, runs backwards, and then gets hunted down by the rest of the squad. After that, just straight shooting. Karen's in a really bad position there. Not his fault, just had a judge in a smoke that no longer exists in a choke point that they didn't go to. So Boom end up winning 5-2, and they dominate the rest of the half. GENG wins one more round, thankfully by round. But let's go ahead and look at GENG's attack. I got up from my chair for this. Please look. Now I'm getting back down. Please look at this. GENG are attacking. Both of their initiators, not one, but 2, manage to buy sheriffs. Munchkin buys a sheriff for Texture, so he at least has a smoke to dash into and then die because you don't have any initiator utility. None. Look at this. I get that, you know, Pacific and China are known for more like aim than utility, but are we actually serious? We don't buy a Teo drone. We don't... It's stuff like this that really upsets me because there's no reason for this to happen. If I was on a tier 3 team, which I guess I am, remember to buy the merch. If I was on a tier 3 team coaching, I'm not, I'm playing, I would be telling them stop this. And this is something that just should not happen. Because now all of your, all your sheriffs and stuff don't matter because you've died. You have no utility. It boggles the mind why one would play a double initiator comp and then not try and utilize the utility from those initiators. And this is just something that I thought had phased out of Chinese Valorant and Pacific Valorant and like those regions. Clearly, it hasn't, right? But, I thought it would have phased out by some point. It's the big 2025. China and Pacific are both good. We just had a Pacific team win a Masters. Let's stop this mindset of sheriff, go, kill, boom, boom, bang, bang. And instead kind of realize, okay, we need utility for this. We need to do this. It's frustrating. And for the record, because I know I'm going to get comments about it, no, I don't care that Boom won because of their aim, because a bad decision is a bad decision, even if it works out. And this is a bad decision that didn't work out, but Boom won because of aim, so I knew I was going to get comments. Oh, you don't know ball, you don't even watch the rounds. GENG had a lot better of an attack than defense, but unfortunately, I have to go to school in an hour, so you only get 2 more rounds here. However, they're interesting rounds. So right here, Boom kind of box up GENG, and I know what you're thinking. This isn't Fortnite. They don't have a Sage. What do you mean by that? Well, the answer is Famous gets this kill on Suggest, and now all of GENG, I'm sorry for that fire in your face, all of GENG is confined to this little area. With the op right here, they're scared to peek that, so you have to push. The issue with pushing is that GENG now are contained in this area, but Boom know that. So then some great tail utility, wonderful ult, the kill comes in, and after that, you're forced into the spot with that tail ult. Bomb goes down, and you're kind of screwed. You need a hero play. Now, Ash, able to get one here, gives Karen a bit of a shot. And honestly, Karen is able to play this extremely well. He does some cool, funky things. So the first thing you instantly think of is, oh, he has Omen ult. Maybe he should go Omen ult the spike and come back here. And then you're like, oh, well, maybe he should try and get Bomb and then Omen ult to B. And that's what Boom think. That's honestly probably what I would have done in this situation. But what Karen does is he anticipates that they would anticipate that. So then he, with the 5-head, 2,000 IQ play, I'm sure all those clip channels would be Karen's 10 billion IQ play or whatever. Those channels upset me because I wasn't monetized for a long time, and those channels get monetized. Anyways, off topic. Karen gets the bomb, and then again, Boom, they're sitting here because they're thinking he's going to go teleport to B. He doesn't. Instead, he goes, fakes the plant, plants, and after this plant, when KGL gets invested by Boom, he does a cool thing because you can anticipate a couple of things. Number one, he's going to run away. Number two, he'll Omen ult and then Omen ult back, right, with the timing, or he can get down here into this little area, which is where he goes. Lots of choices. Unfortunately, he gets anticipated here and gets kind of set down. So 12-8. But overall, I really did like the idea there that he had of, hey, let's stay here, fake the plant, do a tap, try and get them to peek me. But overall, not able to work out. On this last round, Texture, by the way, ends up double negative. I didn't want to harp on that too much because I like the guy. I think he's a really fun duelist and honestly a really cool guy from what I've seen in the server. But he ended 10-20, which was not good. However, he's going to get the first kill here, but it's instantly equalized. And I think this is something that has kind of been a going theme, which is GENG will get an advantage and then Boom, destroy them. Again, I'm sorry I couldn't do more rounds, but I do have to leave soon. So Texture here gets this kill onto Nick Slasher. Still an amazing name, but Shiro gets 1, gets 2. Now it's a 3v3. Phoenix is back here, and then you still have DOS9, Boat. Famous gets the no-scope, and at this point, it's pretty much over. Pro player shorties just do insane things, and as you can see there, DOS9 is able to get 1. However, Munchkin, first off, there's a really cool production thing that they do in a minute, but Munchkin gets headshot from really long range, 10 HP, but gets the kill. Now he runs away, but the really cool thing that production does here is it's a final 1v1, there's no res online, so they split the screen and do both players. I'm really interested to hear what you guys think about that, so please let me know in the comments, because I'd like to know the kind of group opinion of everyone here. It's a really cool idea. I honestly ended up just watching Munchkin for the first little bit, so I didn't actually see the kill, but I honestly really like it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, Hakiki Mori merch, go ahead and subscribe, and all of that. Click on one of these 2 videos if you like my content, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.